Hey everybody, James from On Type here, and today we're looking at how to make an INFJ like you. So let's get into it. So let's get into this topic. So first we have the first impressions when it comes to making an INFJ like you. First, you want to make sure to give them positive feedback. Whatever happens in the kind of first interactions, you want to make sure that you're saying thank you, that you're, enjoying their company, that you're giving them as much positive reinforcement as possible. Because INFJs, they want to make other people happy. They want to make other people comfortable. They want to make sure other people are having a good experience with them and that, they're not negatively affecting them in any way. So if you can give them any positive feedback, any gratitude, anything like, oh, you're really funny, or you made me laugh there, or, oh, you made me comfortable here, or thank you for doing this, or thank you for that. Really, any positive feedback is going to make an INFJ like you more and want to give you more good experiences and make you happier and keep trying to contribute to you. Another thing that you can do is let them be private. Don't push them too early. INFJs can be pretty private. They can be pretty mysterious at first. They are, introverted types, and they have introverted sensing as their last function, which means they don't always like to share, overshare. They're not going to necessarily give you TMI. They're going to be pretty private, pretty closed off at first. And, don't push them too much. Don't, force them to tell you things. Don't kind of be too strong towards them. Just kind of let them have their space. Let them be private. Let them kind of share when they want to. You can share, you can kind of talk, but, don't force them too much. Give them a little bit of space. Another thing that you can do is, listen to them attentively. So make sure that when they're talking, when they do maybe share, when they do give you more information, that you listen to them, that you hear them. If it's advice, if it's, they're saying something, they don't talk a lot necessarily. So make sure that you're listening to them when they do. Make sure you're paying attention to them, that you're not ignoring them or dismissing them, because they're quite sensitive about that. INFJs, they really want to be listened to. They want to have people, experience them. They don't want people to ignore them. So make sure that you're hearing them, that you're paying attention, that you're not dismissing them too easily. Another thing kind of, connected to that one is let them have the attention. Don't necessarily steal the show. If they're showing off a skill or they're being, opening up or sharing a little bit, let them have the space to have the attention. Let them have the admiration. Let them have the glory. Because INFJs do have that ESTP subconscious. They want to be the center of attention. They want to be able to, be in the spotlight a little bit. So when they do go into that kind of mindset, let them have the attention. Let them have that space. Don't steal the spotlight. Don't, take all the attention away from them. Don't override what they're saying, override their jokes, belittle what they say. Let them have that space. All right. So now we got onto the pursuing section. So when it comes to INFJs, when you're pursuing them, when you're getting, first impression, you kind of make a good first impression. You give positive feedback. You don't, take away their space. You don't force them to say stuff. You don't obligate them to stuff. And you kind of give them a little bit of time. Then you want to kind of progress that thing. So INFJs, they have NI Hero and SE Aspirational. And what this means is that INFJs are going to be the ones who are going to want to do a lot of the pursuing. They're going to make the decision. They're going to, go after you, so to say. If it's in a relationship or a friendship, they're going to do a little bit of that. So you can give them options. You can give them choices. You can initiate, talk with them, give positive feedback. But they're going to be the one to kind of initiate and pursue things further. So let them kind of make those choices, but do give them the options. Don't, be completely withdrawn or anything like that. You can definitely, say hi. You can definitely initiate. You can definitely bring things up that you could do, but don't be too forceful. Let them have the choice and let them kind of make that decision. Once again, like I said before, don't push them too much or obligate them. Don't tell them what to do. Tell them they have to do something. Don't, obligate them to things that they might not want. Give them the space, give them the options, give them the choices, and then an INFJ feels, that they have the space to make a decision and they will choose you more likely. Another thing is to respond and reciprocate any desire or initiation, because INFJs, while they are NI types, they have, that passion, they have that desire. They are introverts. Sometimes they are going to be a little more withdrawn. They might want you or want to be your friend or want to get to know you, but they still might be a little withdrawn and a little bit hesitant. So don't be afraid to initiate sometimes conversation, and anytime they do show you desire, anytime they do choose you or do want you, make sure to reciprocate it and really make sure that they know that you were down for that you enjoyed that, and that you want that as well. So make sure to reciprocate any desire. Anytime an INFJ does step out of their comfort zone to, pursue you in any way, make sure that it's not something that's dismissed too easily. And when it comes to long-term, INFJs, they want a loyal sidekick. They want somebody to support them, to advocate for them, to listen to them, to take their advice, to understand them. So long-term, it really helps to have that mindset of being a loyal partner to them, somebody who's going to support them, who's gonna, give them options, support their ambitions, inspire them, and help an INFJ flourish by always being there for them. That's the biggest fear of an INFJ, is that they're going to be with somebody and they're going to abandon them, that they're going to ditch them. So make sure to be there for them, be consistent, be loyal for them at all times. Another thing that you can do is try not to assume bad intent. INFJs have NI hero, FE parent. They're going to have good intentions. They're going to want the best for you. And while they might do things that hurt you or do things wrong, don't assume that they were doing it intentionally in a negative way. It was most likely unintentional. Another thing is try not to give too much negative feedback. Even if there was something that negatively affected you, be able to soften it, give some positive feedback as well. For long-term success, it helps to give consistent positive feedback. Another thing is don't, betray them, betray their advice, ignore them. It's really important that you don't, go behind their back and do something, or if they tell you something, to betray it or to lie. Character is really important to INFJs because they are soul temple, and they really want to make sure that other people have strong character. They're not going to betray them. They're going to be there. They're going to be their loyal, partner. If they care, INFJs will be honest. So, understand that. If an INFJ is being honest, even if they're being too critical, too invested, they're maybe, overstepping their bounds, understand that, it's because they care. They're trying to be honest so that they can help you, so that they can make your life better. It doesn't mean that it's always appropriate, but an INFJ is having that intent. They are trying to step out of their comfort zone because they would love to just make you happy and enable it. But if they are being honest, they are being critical, it's because that they really do care and they're invested. And so, be careful with the response. Don't just dismiss that, automatically, or assume that they're just being critical or judgmental. It's coming from a deeper place. All right, so I have no final slide for this one. If you guys kind of want more information on this topic in general or anything else, just let me know in the comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed this kind of brief overview of how to make an INFJ like you more. And yeah, I hope you have a great day.